Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Diamond Moment. I'm your host, Luciana Cordero, and today I'm here with Maggie Capehart. Hi, Maggie, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing all right. I'm a little tired, but I had to put up my dog and he was giving me grief. You know how puppies are.
Oh, yes, no, it's been a long day. But yeah, so I wanted to start by asking you about a little bit about your journey in martial arts. What got you into martial arts, and how long have you been competing for?
Martial arts in general, you know how in college there's general like PE courses basically. I took a Taekwondo course and I thought that was really fun. I technically got my yellow belt, but I mean, I didn't ever pick it up after finals. And then years later, I took another one when I transferred colleges. That professor got me into Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. I got my blue belt, but I had to leave that gym. I had just some issues going on with the people who ran it. I mean, it's fine, things happen. But then I found Black Dragon because I was having a really hard time. I was struggling with alcohol addiction and depression, and I knew that martial arts would help me again. My therapist highly recommended it when I said, "Hey, there's a few gyms in town I want to look at. Do you think I should try it again?" Even though I had a bad time at my last gym, and they like absolutely try it, do it. And I've been having a great time with Black Dragon ever since. It's been about I think 2 years almost now. This August will be 2 years.
Nice. And yeah, because I've heard, well, martial arts, it's a sport, and like sports help you a lot when it comes to like different struggles that one might have. It may not seem like it, but sports are a really important part of like being healthy. And martial arts is very physical, but it's also like it can also take some toll into your mental health as well. So seeing how it can be draining, but like help you at the same time is so interesting to me. So I kind of wanted to know like that more about that impact that martial arts have had in your mental health.
Well, my therapists at the time, because I went through one, then they got a job change, and I went to another. But they both agreed that anything that can give you exercise for one is good. It releases a happy chemicals in your body, and two, you get to make friends, and so they'll go, "Oh, we missed you at practice yesterday." It's that accountability, and it's being that consistency in your life, and it's also mastery of a skill. That can keep your mind occupied. That can get your head out of the stressors in your life. That keeps you engaged and thinking and feeling important, and something you can like markedly track. Um, Actually, when I started at Black Dragon, I was 200 pounds, um, and not a healthy 200 pounds. And so, and I'm now like, despite like struggling to get put weight back on in a healthy way, but I've lost 60 pounds just through diet, exercise, and letting go of alcohol, and so it's been a very positive impact on my life.
Yeah, it sounds incredible because, yeah, I guess like there's a lot of people who criticize martial arts because of like the physical aspect that they might have, but they don't look at these stories. Like they don't look at how martial arts are helping people and how they help you build a community, which is something that I find really important and that I've learned a lot about this sport is that it really builds a family and like the people that you have around you at your gym, your dojo, like they help you, like they keep each other accountable.
Mhm.
Uh, and I think that's great. So I wanted to know a little bit more about like your community and how martial arts has helped you in this aspect of life.
Well, I mean, it's just the group of people that you see a lot, like same time, same day, every multiple times a week. You all struggle together, you all grow together, you all do, will make mistakes together. We're suffering through the same thing, doing the same circuit, and our arms are all blown out. We're so tired doing 50 push-ups, and we have to do more. We suffer and come out of that together. So there's community in that aspect. Something maybe this is a little cheesy, but something I love, and I try to tell the kids, at our karate gym when they get frustrated or they, I don't know, kind of feel, I guess, upset when they come in. We may not even know why they're upset. I don't want to cry. And, think of any famous martial artist. They've struggled with what you have. They've struggled with flexibility. They've struggled with cardio. They've struggled with getting the perfect front kick or the side kick or getting the kata correctly, or, having the instructor come out and go, no, stop goofing off. No, you're following the same footsteps as these people. I think that's just really cool because it connects you to, the very first Karate Kid. It connects you to all of these people who wanted to sit down and study the biomechanics, who maybe wanted to be pacifists but couldn't in a, scary world where, the the police force didn't want to come out because the samurai were scary, or, you had to fend for yourself. A lot of martial arts, were passed down in family units. It's like, in fact, a lot of the martial arts we have, if they weren't willing to share outside of their families, we wouldn't have today. Like Tai Chi was almost lost forever from the Cultural Revolution, and they were willing to teach someone outside the family who they let teach outside. It's just like anything. If anything gets too insular or too, I don't know, I'm very bad at rambling too, but just like anything, if you don't, um, just like anything can become toxic, or anything can become, I don't know. I've been hurt in groups where they didn't care about the individuals, or they cared about tradition, but at what cost? I was in a college marching band, and I had to leave because I did not feel safe. Like, like, I did not feel safe. And so I've seen where communities can become toxic. And so it almost made me scared to join another gym. It made me scared, you know, to join groups or even try to make friends again, because it's like, will they hurt me? Will I just grow to like someone else and they just turn on me and they end up not being who I thought they were? So it's a lot of, in a way, you learn how others should earn your trust, if that makes sense.
Yes, no,
Sorry,
yeah,
but
it definitely does. No, yeah, you're good. Yeah, it definitely does. And it kind of shows in a way like how when you feel like this sport is for you, you're gonna like keep pushing and you need to find those people who are gonna help you be better instead of like, I don't know, like conforming to those who are gonna like push you down. You need to be strong enough to like get out of that situation and also have the perseverance to keep looking to find a community that's going to like help you build yourself and become better. And I kind of wanted to ask you as well, because it's important to know as well, now that the Battle of Tampa Bay is coming up, you're going to be out there representing women in a male dominated field. So I wanted to know what that feels like and what are your expectations.
Well, I've been, trying to watch, well, a ton of, well, just kickboxing, especially recently, but it is very hard, like, to find uh, it is kind of hard to find matches online, um, women's matches online, and but but it's worth it. Like, oh gosh, I'm horrible with names. So there's so many names, but I don't want to butcher any of them. But I mean, there are, in kickboxing, at least in Muay Thai, women, plenty of women to look up to as um, gosh, like, I think there's, no, I don't want to try with names. I just, like, already butchered five of them in my head, but there are. And so in a sport, where eh, um, I guess where might, a lot of people think, especially the uneducated on the outside, think might is right, and I mean, most of the time women are not, or don't even, always appear as physically strong. You kind of get the look of, well, should you really even be here? Why are you trying? Why are you doing this? And that is discouraging. Um, But I have seen in sports in general, combat sports in general, it'd be better for women. When I was in middle school, back in the early 2000s, I wanted to do school. I wanted to do, wrestling, but I was told that the, boys would be icky, that it would be weird that I would be in there because the boys wouldn't know how to act around me. And so I didn't do it. That was part of the reason it took me so long to get into martial arts, because there wasn't really, at least in my area, not a whole lot. But now there's a difference. Now in my area, there's a lot of gyms that do wrestling from young girls and boys. You see a lot more women picking up just sports in general, and it makes me really happy. And it's really encouraging too. But again, it is crazy to me that I am in the only women's bout in this, even after, like, what is it, this 27th one? We're the only one. Um, but no, it's uh, especially with, I don't know, the current socio-political environment. I think it's important to me that, not to goof off, not to say anything foolish. Everyone says something stupid once in a while, but just to, I guess, that pressure to, I guess, not do something that makes all of us look bad or makes us all look like, I don't know, that people won't look at our match and go, really? They trained for that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. No, it's so important. And I think you're going to do a great job. Just showing up
Thank
and being there is like enough for young women or any age woman to see and be like, oh, if she can do it, then so can I. Or it could be the push to make them like feel like they can do that and take part in a sport that like martial arts, which I think it's amazing. And just to finish off, my last question that I have for you was, if there's anything that you would like to say to our audience to like motivate them to come and see you fight, and to make them want to come to the Battle of Tampa Bay.
Well, this is kind of, it's funny. It's kind of a legacy. I don't know what it's called, like a legacy. My sensei, his first televised fight was Battle of Tampa Bay. Um, and so he's been really amped up when he got the opportunity to have one of his students go. And I'm like his first student to go. And I'm really excited because I'm the first woman to go from our gym. And this gym isn't very old at all, Black Dragon. Um, it came from his passion of wanting to teach. And when he saw that there was a need and that he was able to find the resources to do it in a community to back him up, because like you said, if no one wants to learn or no one wants to go to a school, there isn't a school. you know um, and every school is different, like a black belt from, even within the same town, like one black belt here won't have the same skills or philosophy or mindset as the other. I mean, sure, they'll both hopefully know how to do certain kicks, they'll both have experience of sparring, but every gym is different because it is kind of like a family, or it is a family kind of unit, because you earned that right within your gym, and that kind of is important to me, that you foster that inclusive space, that space that believes in all of your students, which can be hard, especially when you see some students that don't put in all the work, or you struggle to reach to them. But no, I'm honored to represent my school. I'm honored to represent my sensei, who was invited to this. I'm honored to represent all of my friends here at Black Dragon, because I see the work they put in, and I hope, because I started martial arts later in life. I didn't, like I said, and so hopefully this, because when I started, I was practically like the only adult doing this. Then when some adults saw me doing it, they're like, "Oh, well, wait a minute, she can do it. Maybe we can do it too." And so now we have like kids that started, and then their parents come in and do forms with them and do karate and earn belts with their kids, and because they believe they can. And I think perhaps that should be the message: is that of course, everybody has their limitations. Of course, everyone has their own goals. Not everyone goes into martial arts to want to be able to knock someone's head off, but you learn to fight really so that you don't have to. So, because if you can see it start, if you can see something happen, you don't, I guess, you learn to respect physicality. You learn to respect other people.
Yeah,
So I know I'm really bad about rambling. Yes, I just hope I can represent my team and my school and my state of West Virginia well. Very honored that I was asked to come and represent my school, and I'm very thankful.
Yes, that's amazing. Yeah, it's gonna
So I
be
went
really
everywhere.
great seeing you there.
Nervous about an interview. I knew I was going to ramble, but
No, you're good. You're good. And it's gonna be great to see you there. And yeah, it's a big inspiration and like a big opportunity. And yeah, good luck, have fun,
thank you
and
so
I
much.
hope to see you there. And thank you so much, Maggie.
Thank you.